All right, here we go, guys. Ready? All right, ready? Just be loud. You're on the stage. Ready?
nice and tall.
No, it's fine.
Don't worry about your hair.
It's alright, really. It smells so sweaty. No, yours was frizzing.
Okay, so we'll just pop it.
Like, it's gonna frizz up so bad.
Well, what tree music do you want next?
When you called me.
Okay. All right. Start making a list.
We didn't know. No. He said be here by 1 o'clock.
Okay. There's only like you only need 20 minutes. There's just like a bit how long snuggled in. I'll be right back.
It's fine, honestly. I couldn't. If it were my break. What? Oh. Big screens are these right there. Wait, what? Hold on. We're gonna be? But the focus. I really hope they don't do like a zooming thing like this. Oh, you see them? They're behind. They're in like the middle. Between the front section and the back. Oh, they're right in front of me. Yep. Where's this lucky? Where? Yeah. I don't know. I just like I saw stage fright and I'm like, you know, everyone's screaming. Nope. But I don't know. So instead of having that kind of attitude and everybody gets so embarrassed, that's all I have. Just makes me, you know, like think about it. You start doing this the second on your phone, you sing it for good.
Mark, do you not have any water?
You put it on Instagram,
Right.
and then it's all-
Are you going to be good for the next 2 hours? Does everyone have water?
I mean, he should say yeah, but we normally we don't have it. Thank you. Miss Garland has a watch. Now we're starting at 3. It's less people than I expected.
2:50.
Melissa, it's 2.
Also 20
Miss
seconds,
Garland.
or I guess 10 seconds.
So what? 10 days? 3?
10 to 55.
What happens if you want to sit? Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's a 3. Okay, I guess. Hi, Mr. Book. 5 minutes. So they're not right now? Oh, gosh. That's good.
Oh, these microphones on.
If they were on, they would have been put on next.
I'm getting ripped. I'm just gonna repeatedly do the McDonald's little turn.
Hey.
Oh.
Shaner's gonna get over there, and Charlie's gonna get over there.
Back. Oh no, I hear bagpipes.
Gentlemen, Robert Turner says in a few minutes.
I hope we can.
Probably like 2 minutes.
Oh, I see them.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise as we proudly welcome members of the Michigan Army National Guard to present the colors for today's ceremony. Today, the national anthem will be performed by Rochester Adams High School Wind Ensemble and Chamber Choir under the direction of Mr. Matt Harris. Thank you, Mr. Harris, our Highlander Band and Choir, and members of our armed forces. Please be seated. Good afternoon, class of 2021, parents, family, and friends. For those of you who don't know me, I am Pasquale Cusimano, proud and honored principal of Rochester Adams High School. I am very excited to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for Adams High School's class of 2021. It's pretty amazing and very special that we are able to gather together today to honor these Highlanders, especially after this past year we experienced. I would like to begin by introducing members of the Rochester Community Schools Board of Education, Executive Leadership Team, and distinguished guests on the stage. Please hold your applause until all groups are introduced. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Robert Shaner. Members of our Board of Education, which include President Kristen Bull, Vice President Kevin Beers, Secretary Michelle Butel, Trustee Barb Aness, and Trustee Scott Muska. And from our executive leadership team, Deputy Superintendent for Teaching and Learning, Debbie Fragameni, Executive Director of Strategic Communications, Lori Grine, Executive Director for Technology and Strategic Initiatives, Cindy Lindner, Executive Director for Business Operations, Matt McDaniel, Executive Director for Elementary Teaching and Learning, Corey Heist, Executive Director of Special Education, Concetta Lewis, and Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Equity and Inclusion, Carrie Lawler. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Mrs. Lawler on her upcoming retirement. With 8 years of service to Rochester Community Schools as our Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, this is her 36th year as an educator. Mrs. Lawler, Congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for all your contributions to RCS. You will be missed, and we love you dearly. Enjoy your retirement. You deserve it. In recognition that graduation is a kindergarten through 12th grade accomplishment, I would also like to welcome my administrative colleagues from our feeder schools tonight. Principal of West Middle School, Mrs. Lisa Fosna. Assistant Principal of West Middle School, Mr. Bill Stogart. Principal of Van Hoosen Middle School, Mr. Dan Mooney. Assistant Principal of Van Hoosen Middle School, Mr. Matt Fairchild. Principal of Meadowbrook Elementary, Mr. Seth Berg. Principal of University Hills Elementary, Mrs. Amy Grande. Principal of Musson Elementary, Mrs. Laura Walsh. Principal of Long Meadow Elementary, Mr. Casey Westcott. And Assistant Principal of the Virtual Campus, Mr. Brian Lindstrom. On stage with me tonight from Adams High School, Assistant Principals, Mr. Todd Calcamugio and Mr. Luke Swanson. On the main floor, Senior Class Advisor, Mrs. Amanda Wilson. Director of Athletics, Mr. Brian Hassler. Police Liaison Officer, Deputy Dan Protcher. Because this commencement ceremony is part of our rich tradition, would all Adams alumni who are here or watching from home please stand at this time? Adams alumni. Stay standing, please. Stay standing. Thank you for contributing to the Highlander culture and pride and excellence to help shape the amazing school Adams is today. Thank you. Last, but of course not least, I am humbled to introduce and acknowledge a group of dedicated professionals who have positively impacted the lives of these students each and every day. This group of hardworking, dedicated, and caring individuals is what carries on the tradition of excellence here at Adams High School and in RCS. Would our Adams faculty and support staff please rise? Rochester Community Schools and Adams High School would not be the exceptional learning community without all of you outstanding educators, especially throughout this pandemic. Thank you for being flexible, keeping students' best interests first, and most importantly, for loving and caring all of these students right here. Thank you. It is an honor that I now introduce the Rochester Adams Chamber Choir and Wind Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Thomas Blue to perform Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Troubled water, when you're down
Thank you, Mr. Blue, our chamber choir and wind ensemble for that beautiful performance. Please welcome to the podium to address the class of 2021, our innovative and passionate superintendent who leads and supports us and cares about all students in Rochester Community Schools, Dr. Robert Shaner.
Thank you. I'm certainly glad it's not very hot out today. Whew. I know it's, thanks for bearing with us and joining us today. It's an honor to be with you on a very solemn yet joyful occasion, the commencement of the class of 2021. Graduates, let's just pause for a minute. Let's reflect on what we've all been through over the past year. Let's take a moment to think about the adversity that we've overcome, the opportunities our experiences have brought us, and the future that each of you will create. Take a deep breath. Look around the amphitheater, look at your colleagues, look at your family, and just give yourself permission to be present right here, right now. You know, an old hunting buddy of mine once said to me, They call it the present for a reason, Bob, because it's a gift. Think about it. This entire rite of passage, this commencement honoring the past 12 years of your academic excellence, is all about you and the pride that you've brought to yourselves, your family, your friends, your teachers, your administrators, your support staff, everyone that's here. Reflect on what you've accomplished, how you got where you are today, and what aspirations remain ahead of each of you. And most of all, never, ever, ever forget how much you're loved. I believe that education is the business of hope, inspiration, and love. As educators, we often talk about our compelling why we do what we do. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is sitting in front of us today. One of the greatest things about being an educator, and I promise you there are many, is to be able to watch promising young people grow into young adults with kind hearts, bright futures, and the ambition to change the world. Graduates, you're our hope, our inspiration, our legacy, and we love you. As you take stock in your journey thus far and dream about your future, I urge you to reflect on the opportunities that will enable you to pursue your passion. You see, passion will help you consider unique perspectives and possibilities that others can't see. Passion will give you perseverance when others have given up hope. Passion will inspire you to exceed expectations and be the best possible version of yourselves. Passion will allow you to accomplish more than you ever thought you were capable of achieving. Passion, ladies and gentlemen, is how dreams are realized. We couldn't be more proud of the class of 2021. These young men and women are truly extraordinary. Over the past year, they have revealed an inner strength that's propelled them to continued success. They displayed the kind of wisdom that is required to turn challenges into opportunity and well-intended words into purposeful action that yield positive results. They will forever be bound together by their experience and their remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. Graduates, as you go forth on your journey, please remember that we believe in you and continue to seek the passion that's in your heart, and know well that you carry our high expectations, our support, and most importantly, our love. Congratulations and Godspeed, class of 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shaner. Now it is my privilege to introduce our senior class commencement speaker, Claire Donahoe. For the past 4 years, Claire has been a staple in the Adams community. During this time, she has been a member of the Student Council for all 4 years, acting as Vice President this year. In this role, she was instrumental in the creation of our daily morning announcements. Claire was a passionate member of the theater program where her love for the arts and poetry shined through. In athletics, Claire was a member of the track team, soccer team, and cross-country team, which she captained this year. Academically, Claire has the honor of a Scholar of Achievement distinction. She will be remembered for her passion to make Adams High School a better and kinder place. She has embodied what it means to have Highlander pride. Claire's excellence in the classroom, athletics, and school community were tremendous and will sorely be missed. We are proud to have her speak as a representative of our community, of Highlander pride and spirit, and on behalf of the class of 2021. Please help me welcome Claire Donahoe to the podium.
Good morning, Adams. I know it's not morning, but I hope you get the picture. For those of you who didn't get to wake up to my voice every morning on the announcements and don't know who I am, I'm Claire Donahoe. And this is the class of 2021's final announcement. Boy, does it feel weird to say that one last time. It's wonderful to be here, as most of us genuinely did not believe this day would happen. And I'd like to begin by expressing my gratitude. While I know this speech is just another one you have to sit through, I truly cannot express how humbled and honored I am to be up here. To the Adams staff, thank you. Each and every department has conquered quite a few odds to make this day possible, and I think I speak on behalf of all of us when I say we are beyond thankful for that. I'd like to thank the parents, grandparents, extended family, and friends of these graduates. If you're sitting in this audience and you've shown any one of these kids positive, genuine support, thank you. They deserve it with everything in them. This leads me to my most important, my largest thank you, the reason for the day, the class of 2021. My peers, classmates, my friends. Welcome to the big finale. Thank you for being here. I know there were days where it wasn't easy to push on, days where the whole big, bright, happy ending seemed pointless, seemed invisible, and yet here we are. We started our high school journey tiny, wide-eyed freshmen, frequently forgetting where our lockers were and plagued with a fear of stepping onto the senior area carpet. We watched Dylan Bradley carry the weight of the entire boys' dance team, a victory we were robbed of every year since. And we adjusted to what would become our most obsessively checked app, Student View. Sophomore year, many of us took our first AP class and learned to drive. Well, some of us learned to drive. Some of us are still learning the flow of the athletic parking lot. Before transitioning to online learning junior year, I watched many of you learn just how long you could wait before starting an assignment and how to eat lunch while also trying to calc chat something. Senior year started out like no other, but normalcy proved itself in the annual slew of unwarranted cat dissection Snapchat videos and unifying to shoo underclassmen off the senior area carpet, which we claimed as our own without hesitation. And now, after 4 years of growth, academic stress, and an ever-changing status of the world, we are here. Graduation day. As we know, Adams is acclaimed for hosting students with incredibly impressive academic and extracurricular credentials, and we are all familiar with our rankings as both a grade and a student body at large. And while that is wonderful, it is a personal goal of mine and self-imposed duty as a student speaker to stress how simply brilliant you are as people. There is so much more to this class than our academic progression, so much more to us than the pandemic that shaped our final months here, so much more to us than our intended majors and future salaries. And I hope you all know, from one classmate to another, you're bright without the test scores too. You are bright without the pressure, without the resume, without the letter marking. Where you go, what you do, is a measure of character. And let me say, all of you are going places. Graduating means many things, one of those being the idea of growing up, transitioning through life. And if you're like me, you might have struggled to wrap your head around this, especially after the uncertain, unfinished feeling year we've had. As this year was extremely unconventional, it was no surprise to me that my expression of how I felt about it would follow that theme. While writing this speech, I couldn't help but turn to an outlet very close to me, as well as one I feel best supports the notion of swirling, bittersweet thoughts: poetry. If you don't mind, I will now be sharing an original poem centered around time moving on and being all right with that. This is called Childhood Speaks. Childhood visited me the other day. I was packing my backpack for the last time. She took me aside and asked me if I remembered riding my purple bicycle I used to crash into the curb on my court because I did not know how to use the brakes. I grinned. Why would there be brakes on something meant to move? When childhood began its life, I knew it would be smart to hang on to her words tightly, and for this I am glad, because now you're 4 years old and it's time to start school. When you come home, your parents make you a snack because you can't reach the counter. You're tired from learning how to spell your name. You're 6, and you're learning how to add things together because as a child, all you want to do is make more. You will make many friends, and then when you're 11 years old, your parents are taking you out to dinner because you've just graduated the 5th grade with your friends, little do you know. Life is moving pretty fast. Childhood is still talking. She holds your hands through all the questions. How many tests will you have? Will you actually remember that locker comm? You're 13 and you have braces and something called puberty. You're 15 and all you want to do is drive, so you're 16 and you crash into the mailbox. 17 is small. 18 seems like the biggest number on this earth. Life is moving pretty fast. Childhood is getting quieter. The visit comes to a close. Childhood speaks to me. She is proud, but she cries. I heard she's moving away soon. I tell her I am scared of the future. I'm not sure if this ended properly, and I'm not sure I will know how to begin again and again, because I've heard I'll need to do it a few times. I look down at my backpack, my cap, this gown, this chapter book coming to its close. Childhood takes my head in her hands to say, do not forget yourself. You are growing. You aren't leaving. You are moving, yes, but you are the one walking. You're not leaving things behind. You're leaving them in place. Childhood looks back and says, drive safe. And so when we ask ourselves who we will become, where we have been all this time, where we are going, allow little you to serve as a reminder the answer lies in the movement, not in the brakes. There are a few things I would like to leave you with, class. As I have stood alongside many of you as we've grown up, I'd like to give you a few things to remind yourself of in the coming chapters of life, as the growing up inevitably continues. 1, always speak from your chest. Be confident in what you have to say, because you have important things to say. The minute you let someone silence your voice is the minute you deny yourself your greatest asset. I believe we've spent too much time working on essays and explaining ourselves just to go out into the world and let people walk all over us. Know that what you have to say is valid, and when in true doubt, fake it until you make it. 2, turbulence is only given to those already flying. Traffic is only given to those already driving. Kids on bikes only hit curbs because they were moving right along. If you can do it once, you can do it again. 3, embarrassment is a choice. There are billions of people on this planet, and the only one who is ever really, really going to care about what you are doing is you. So like what you like, and surround yourself with those who will support you. And lastly, number 4, allow yourself rest. Time will keep moving, which is great, but we shouldn't be afraid to take at least a little bit of it for ourselves. Your mind is one of the most beautiful things you're going to offer this world. Nurture it. Make it a nice place for you to be. What we do when we leave here is entirely up to us, and though there are no brakes on life, I'd like to say the driving part can be pretty exciting. No matter how you see this next timeline coming into view, purple bicycle, airplane, chapter book, or car, may you all, regardless of superlative or performance in the athletic parking lot, be the best drivers you can be. Life is going to give all of you so much, my friends. Good, bad, ugly, beautiful, exciting. Promise me you won't forget that there is good in all of you. Promise me you won't forget about the little you who is so proud of where you are right now. Because as someone who has been lucky enough to watch many of you find your way, trust me, all of the versions of you are much too wonderful to be forgotten. I'd like to thank all of you for this time, to those both here in the seats and forever here in spirit. I know they would have loved to see you on this day. Celebrate with them, celebrate for them. And while I recognize high school might not have been the greatest for all of us, and this year was about as unpredictable and emotional as they come, I'm not sorry this is how it ends, because if anyone can handle it, it's us. Class of 2021, I'm proud of you. I'll be seeing you. It's been an honor. Happy childhood and happy, happy future. The great big world is ours, and I genuinely wish you all nothing but the best as you conquer it. Get in the driver's seat, roll down the windows, and don't hit the brakes too hard. And for the last time, have a great day, Adams. Thank you.
How do I follow that now? Thank you, Claire. Graduating class of 2021, Dr. Shaner, Board of Education, parents, faculty, and guests, I stand here before you with Highlander pride. I am grateful to have been able to serve beside all of you as the principal of Adams High School. This class of 2021 learned what being a Highlander means 4 years ago alongside a new administrative team. We started here together, and over the past 4 years, we carried on traditions and learned what being a Highlander was all about. But more importantly, together, we enhanced and we re-energized the culture and school spirit at Adams. Seniors, you will forever hold a special place in our hearts as you are leaving Adams a better place than when you arrived. Thank you for that. Before I start to brag about these special young men and women here tonight, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all parents and guardians here today. From day one, it was evident that parent involvement was and is a critical component of the culture of Adams. We, as a new admin team, were instantly welcomed with open arms, invited to events, and most importantly, they gave us Highlander spirit wear. And as you know, graduates and parents, we love our Highlander spirit wear. Our amazing PTSA, parent volunteers, do so many things, such as welcoming new students and families to Adams with open arms and smiles, donating food for our many staff events, helping to fund and organize our annual Gold Rush tailgate, planning events such as honoring Veterans Day, and providing stress relief expos for our students, or anything else we ask for. There is not enough time here today to list all of the contributions and efforts by our parents, but what I can tell you with confidence is that our students and the Adams family staff are cared for by our incredible school community. It's your love, care, support that makes Rochester Adams the special place that it is. Our educators, other educators often ask me the question, what's your secret recipe at Adams to have such a high-performing school? I would love to take credit, but I can't, because there are 3 things that make us special. 1, our amazing students sitting here today. 2, our caring and dedicated staff, our Adams family. And 3, all of you dedicated parents and guardians who raise respectful, hardworking, and caring young adults. If you are a parent or guardian of a graduating senior, I ask you to please stand at this time. Parents or guardians, stand up. Stay standing, please. On behalf of the class of 2021 and the faculty and staff of Rochester Adams High School and Rochester Community Schools, we would like to say thank you for all the love and support you have given your children and our school district over the past 13 years. Highlanders, let's show them some love. Thank you, parents and guardians. All right, seniors, there is no better class of students than you to represent Adams High School. Here is why. Let's start by talking about your character as human beings. In your freshman year, you started with 3 new freshman administrators. I remember vividly at our first grade level meeting, do you guys remember that? In 2017 in the auditorium, our first time together. Your true character was revealed. Your energy, respect for others, and school spirit was truly energizing. And from that moment on, we knew this class was going to be very special. Just 4 years ago, all of us were learning what being a Highlander was all about. What we learned together was that Highlanders are kind, caring, respectful, accepting, hardworking, and loving people. All of you embraced the Highlander culture and brought new energy to Adams. Seniors, we have been through a lot together these past 4 years. We have experienced many fun and exciting moments, as well as faced some very difficult situations together. But regardless of what came at us these past 4 years, your true character shined bright. Let's talk about some real examples of your character. This year, this senior class helped raise over $4,000 and donated 2,000 pounds of food to the Rochester Neighborhood Area House during our canned food drive, and that was in a remote virtual setting. Pretty impressive. Way to go. Even though we faced this pandemic during our Tri-High Charity Week, we raised over $20,000 in 1 week for Common Ground, a local charity that supports mental health for our youth. Overall, the 3 high schools donated over $34,000. Charity Week was very special this year because it was the first sense of normalcy and excitement since the pandemic hit in March. So way to go with that. On January 23rd, 2019, your sophomore year, we lost one of our fellow Highlanders, Sam Dewey, to suicide. I was so impressed at how this senior class wrapped their arms around each other and cared for one another through this difficult time. The love and support through this difficult time. The love and support you showed towards each other and towards the Dewey family was very special. I learned a lot from you going through this together. Thank you for that. If you look up the definition of character in the dictionary, you will find synonyms like personality, nature, disposition, and mentality. Well, seniors, you have proven that you are leaving a legacy of not only excellence in the classroom, but a mentality of having a kind, caring, loving, and hardworking character as people. Just as important as an SAT score or GPA, the type of character you have displayed will help each of you reach your dreams and have a successful and happy life. Now let me point out some of your accomplishments over the past 4 years. Included in this senior class are 14 commended National Merit Scholars, 13 National Merit Finalists, and 4 National Merit Finalist Scholarship winners. And let me specify, that is out of 1.6 million students nationwide. Way to go. These seniors challenged themselves and took a total of 1,527 advanced placement courses during their 4 years at Adams. That comes out to be an average of 4 AP courses per student. Listen to this. You guys took a total of 1,290 AP tests. Obviously, rigor and challenge does not faze you guys. Way to go. According to the 2020 U.S. News and World Report Best High School Rankings, Adams was ranked 5th in the state of Michigan of over 1,000 public high schools that were rated. Based on these seniors' SAT scores, we are the #1 highest rated comprehensive high school in Michigan. You guys definitely have set the bar high for our underclassmen coming up. Way to go. This year, we have 242 seniors who have met the rigorous RCS Scholar criteria. That equates to over 65% of the senior class. We have 68 Scholars of Achievement, 25 Scholars of Distinction, and 150 Scholars of Highest Distinction. Well done. We are very proud of all of our clubs, band, choir, and theater programs for being creative throughout this pandemic, for figuring out a way to continue doing what you are passionate about. There are 108 out of 163 senior student athletes with an overall 3.7 GPA or higher, and 62 of these with a 4.0 or higher. Now that defines the term student athlete. Good job. In this amazing group of student athletes this year, there are 29 members of league championship teams, 6 district champions, 18 members of the regional championship, and 15 members of the 3 state finalist teams, girls golf, boys ski, girls swim, and boys golf, who competed yesterday and today. Way to go. Six seniors were members of our Highlander competitive cheer team, which won back-to-back state championships. Only the second time a team has done this in Adams history since 1970. Way to go, guys. Over 38% of the class of 2021 are receiving scholarships, totaling over $15 million. And over 99% of these guys are graduating and will continue on to a post-secondary education or other endeavor. I could go on all night bragging about you guys, but I don't have time because Rochester has graduation after us, so I have to wrap it up. But let's hear what our Highlanders have to say instead of me talking more. Enjoy.
Hello, class of 2021. My message to you today is a simple one. It's one of gratitude. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life while here at Adams. Thank you for teaching me along the way in our journey. Thank you for letting me get to know you. And as you go forward in life, please remember the power of you. You know that you can have an impact in the world beyond measure, and that we are grateful for you. Thank you.
When I was a junior and it was my first year at student council, and Mr. Lindstrom gave me the responsibility of syncing all the lights on our lanyards that we had for our local pep assembly. And the look on everyone's faces when the beat drops and I have to change all the colors for the seniors, the juniors, the sophomores, and the freshmen, Jade singing in the background was just phenomenal. I think that's definitely my greatest Adams High School experience.
I think the teacher that really influenced me the most here at Adams was Ms. Danes. I had A-push with her sophomore year. She was really the main reason why I did theater. She was always super nice. She knew what buttons to push. She also knew that school isn't all work. Yeah, thank you, Ms. Danes.
The moment I was proud to be a Highlander is every year at festival when our marching band scores a 1, which is the top score. As a drum major, it makes me really proud to see how far our band has come since the beginning of our season to the end.
So a teacher I appreciate would be Mr. McFarland. He makes a personal relationship with every single student, and every time I would come to class, he would ask, oh, how's your game, how's your practice? And he's like that with everyone, and he also is super understanding, especially in a competitive school environment like Adams. The most impactful classroom experience has to be the first student council, whether it was setting up for pep assemblies, roaming the streets of Washington, D.C., or just working first with the Spears High, working in for virtual school last March. Being a part of student council has taught me so many skills, whether it's leadership or working with people. It's helped me broaden my horizons, whether it's friends or just learning how to collaborate with people. I know, all things have to come to an end, and I'm super sad to do things, but I know that what I've been able to do and the people I've been able to be with have definitely impacted my life for the better.
Deck Estates in my junior year, it was an incredible experience, and it really prepared me for the future too. It showed me what leadership looks like, and was honestly just one of the moments that I'll truly remember for the rest of my life.
I enjoyed everything about Adams, whether I was participating in athletics, clubs, or going to football games on Friday night. I think all the teachers do a great job of preparing students for the future. I want to give a shout out to the Superintendent for always making me laugh and making me have better ritual. For one of the communities I was really proud to be a part of here at Adams Swim team. And we were able to be pretty successful with the championships and winning states my sophomore year. And it was really cool to be a part of that. It brought us a lot closer together. Yeah, it was really cool to be close to all these different people on the team.
I think Adams is all about being there for other people, kind of like the connections and friendships you make in high school. Because even the people that I don't know super well and that are just in my classes and just acquaintances, they're really nice, caring people. And if you ask them for something, they would do it for you. So I think that goes for like students and staff and administration. They all really care about everyone.
Well, one of my most memorable experiences at Adams would be my 2 years in Senor Salute Folks class. Senor is one of the most exciting teachers you've ever had, and he never fails to crack jokes to make the whole class laugh. Last year, when COVID first hit, my mom also became really sick, but throughout the whole time, Senor and Senora kept checking in on me and my family, and just made us feel like they genuinely cared about us. So muchísimas gracias.
My proudest moment being a Highlander was probably when we won states this year in cheer, because it was 2 times in a row, which is crazy. But also it was just how we had gone through so much during the entire season. It was just with COVID and with people being quarantined and just so many ups and downs. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't even know if the whole team was going to be able to be there, but it was just really exciting, relieving moment when we finally were able to get there.
My parents and my younger brother supported me a lot on my high school journey. Jack, I definitely took Jack for granted, having a younger sibling. That's really supportive of everything you do, and that will give you advice and listen to you is really important. So I'm very thankful to have those 3 in my corner, as well as the rest of my family.
At the start of senior year, I actually lost my mom, and 2 teachers actually, Nora Griffith and Miss Clement. They kind of took me under their wing, treated me as their kid, and they would just do things that normally teachers wouldn't do. Just inside and outside of school, they would make sure I'm okay, and I'm really, really grateful for that.
I'm proud to be a Highlander because of the way our community comes together so quickly. Whether it's for Charity Week or students facing adversity, I've never seen a group come together quite like Adams.
Some words of wisdom that I would share with the class of 2021 is to have fun. It seems so simple and so easy, but so much of your life is going to be driven by forces outside of your control. And the only thing that you can do is make the very best of it. Have a good time, have fun, and just enjoy life.
Have a great day, Adams.
A big thank you to Gigi Schultz, Cambry Rutherford, and Josh Zyrick, who created this wonderful video for these seniors that captured our culture, traditions, and character at Adams. Great job. In closing, class of 2021, please never forget that how you treat others, the love and care you share with one another, your work ethic, basically your character, mean more to your success in life than you can imagine. You are all leaving a legacy of excellence here at Adams, and for that, I want to personally thank all of you. But I want to challenge you to go out and follow your dreams and passions, and don't let anyone or anybody or anything get in your way. Don't underestimate what you just went through this past year. We were faced with a pandemic that rocked our world. It was not easy. Not easy for anyone sitting here today, including myself, but you figured out a way to keep pushing forward, and you embraced the many changes that came your way. So when I say you can accomplish anything you put your mind to, I truly believe that. I also challenge you to never forget who you are. You are Highlanders for life, and you are now a member of the Adams family forever. Class of 2021, we are going to miss you so much. We will miss your smiling faces, the joy you brought to Adams each and every day, and your positive spirit and attitude. We love you, and will remember you forever. Congratulations on a job well done. At this time, Mrs. Bull and members of the Board of Education, I certify to you that each and every member of the graduating class of 2021 has met all graduation requirements established by the Rochester Community Schools Board of Education. I am proud to present to you the graduating class of 2021. Accepting the class on behalf of the Board of Education, President Kristen Bull.
Thank you, Mr. Cusmano and Adams family. On behalf of the Board of Education, it is an honor and a privilege today to accept the Adams High School class of 2021 and grant to each of you a Rochester Community Schools diploma. We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Bull. I would now like to welcome back the Adams Chamber Choir under the direction of Mr. Thomas Blue to perform For Good.
I knew you.
Thank you, Mr. Blue and the Highlander Chamber Choir for another amazing performance. At this time, we will start awarding the class of 2021 their high school diplomas.
Nana Will Abukamil, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Annabelle Rose Adams, Scholar of Achievement.
Robert Michael Adams II, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Brennan Kyle Adranya.
Abby Louise Allward.
Claire Amber Salutsid Alverson, Scholar of Achievement.
Ava Elizabeth Andrushek, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Allison Joy Antea, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Jessica Ann Bailey, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Gianna Marie Arnone, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Isabella Balza, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Victoria Balza, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Luke Robert Bass, Scholar of Distinction.
William Ambrose Bass, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Parker Eugene Baum.
Samuel Ernest Kim Beach, Scholar of Achievement.
Alexi John Beck, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Claire Elizabeth Donahoe, Scholar of Achievement.
Megan Marlene Mills, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Zachariah Yassine Benchbana, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Connor William Benetham, Scholar of Distinction.
Kaylin Marie Benton, Scholar of Distinction.
Mallory Claire Bergman, Scholar of Highest Distinction. Lucas Michael Bierman, Scholar of Achievement.
Sanjay Bhuvaneswaran, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Faizan Ajaz Bagat, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Patrick James Bismack II.
Elizabeth Darcy Blaine, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Nicole Ann Blankenship, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Scott Patrick Blankenship, Scholar of Achievement.
Let's go, Scott!
Isabella Boyani, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Peyton Sue Bolash, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Ryan Alexander Bolin, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Alyssa Sophia Bologna.
Maria Christina Bologna.
Tyler Lee Beauvais.
Ava Maxine Bandra.
Akil Raghavan.
Aubrey Elizabeth Borschke, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Lindsay Morgan Bauer, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Mitchell David Bowery, Scholar of Achievement.
Kelly Elizabeth Boyd, Scholar of Achievement.
Nicole Madison Brabant, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Dylan Joseph Bradley, Scholar of Highest Distinction. Angelina Mary Brodsky.
Antonique Lena Brewer.
Taylor Jane Brooks, Scholar of Achievement.
Andrew Michael Brown, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Danielle Zakia Birch, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Aaron Maya Burns, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Victoria Nicole Bush, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Paige Darielle Cadell.
Zachary Ryan Brown, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Hannah K. Canton, Scholar of Distinction.
Madison Lee Carlton.
Charles Jeffrey Buckmaster.
Melina Allegra Catenacci, Scholar of Achievement.
Benjamin James Chermside.
Alexi Justin Chen, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Allison Zoe Chen, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Joseph Choi, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Subin Catherine Choi, Scholar of Achievement.
Emily Liwen Chong, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Claire Elizabeth Clemens, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Julia Florence Chicatello, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Brooke Elizabeth Clausen, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Grant Christopher Clausen, Scholar of Achievement.
Jacob Michael Corsi, Scholar of Distinction.
Sarah Elizabeth Cole.
Jacob Lee Collier, Scholar of Achievement.
Devin Alexander Conlon, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Daniel Galia Conti, Scholar of Achievement.
Rico Gianni Cordova.
Allison Marie Cohen, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Marilise Mina Craig, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Cassandra Jane Cronander, Scholar of Achievement.
Claire Melanie Crutchfield, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Maya Rose Dalal, Scholar of Achievement.
Camden Ty Dalton.
Allison Catherine Danko, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Adam David De La Fuente, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Allison Grace DeLuna, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Samantha Joyce Dice, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Rachel Elizabeth D. Madison Page Delinga, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Olivia Lauren Delicott, Scholar of Achievement.
Samihan Srinivas Desai, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Matthew John Detine.
Diana Dolajelova, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Luke Adrian DiMaggio, Scholar of Achievement.
Christian Michael Dedvukai.
Andrew Naveau Dospel, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Angelique Solel El Hayek, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Gavin William Estruth, Scholar of Distinction. Megan Elizabeth Duda. Ryan Han Duan, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Jenna F.V. Volades, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Capono Christopher Dunn, Scholar of Achievement.
Thomas Henry Dunn, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Aiden K. Straper Hall.
Pierce Mike Estruth.
Molly Ray Evans, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Megan Elizabeth Ewing.
James Bing Fan, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Maverick John Allen Falconer, Scholar of Achievement.
Kendall Josephine Farnham, Scholar of Achievement.
Lucas Matthew Fenchek, Scholar of Distinction.
Claire Elise Ferguson.
Margaret Joan Fetterman, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
In memory of Lauren Margaret Verhadson.
Megan Elizabeth Fleury.
David Michael Flowney.
Caroline Elizabeth Francis, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Ethan John Francis, Scholar of Achievement.
Kelsey Lynn Francis, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Irene Garcia Diaz, Scholar of Distinction.
Joshua Thomas Gerard.
Tara Prasanna Ganakar.
Sarah Elizabeth Giannakopoulos, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Kevin Michael Gibbons, Scholar of Achievement.
Reva Goyle, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Mackenzie Marie Grifka, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
John William Grunhofer III.
Jacob Matthew Fegley. Sophia Elizabeth Google. Anjali Ved Gupta, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
J.P. Guadarrama Oliveira, Scholar of Achievement.
Talha Syed Hafiz, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Isabella Grace Hall.
Reese Dominic Hallett.
Khalid Ahmed Hamdan, Scholar of Achievement.
Griffin Gregory Hinkson, Scholar of Achievement.
Creighton Russell Harris.
Saba Zareen Hawk, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Ryan Kelly Harney, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Emily May Hassinger, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Parnia Roxana Haste, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Maxwell Xavier Henry.
Andreas Gabriel Herwig.
Lillian Shea Hickey.
Caden Michael Hafey, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Holly Renee Hazen, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Catherine Grace Hazen, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Alexis Victoria Hazen, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Caitlin Elizabeth Hill, Scholar of Achievement.
Danielle Elizabeth Hostler, Scholar of Achievement.
Morgan Sidney Hauser.
Gianna Brielle Humbert, Scholar of Achievement.
Alexandra Pauline Hines.
Katrina Marie Isro.
Carrie Ann Iwasco, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Yumna Jahangir, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Ishra Ibadat, Scholar of Distinction.
Connor John Jackson, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Kennedy Grace Jones.
Andrew Thomas Jankowski, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Brody Kyle Jarris. Catherine Coombe Jasper.
Merrick Mirosh Yaros, Scholar of Achievement.
Rachel Ann Jamat.
Songwoon Jung, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Song Hoon Jong, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Tanvi Ninad Joshi, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Urvi Nanad Joshi, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Milena Kafarani, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Amanda Collage.
Lindsay Grace Kenya, Scholar of Achievement.
Laura Madeline Kapolka, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Alexios Perry Cardasis, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Miriam Hannah Cass Shamoon.
Grace Elizabeth Karen Katz.
Anjali Pollock Kaushal, Scholar of Distinction.
Win Michael Kaza, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Andrew John Kelly, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Austin Shannon Kennedy.
Karina Joy Kiesling, Scholar of Achievement.
Gage Trevon Killawald, Scholar of Achievement.
Benjamin Nanjum Kim, Scholar of Achievement.
Jacob Kim, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Lauren Kim.
Sudong Kim, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Ezekiel Nathan King.
Andrew Joseph Kirsch, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Audrey Wynn Kleber, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Ryan Frederick Klotz.
Joshua Gregory Kobe.
Sa Yun Koo, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Brendan Michael Kovaleski.
Emma Peyton Soul, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Adam David Lawback.
Luke David LeBay.
Noseba Ali Layla.
Alex Lee, Scholar of Achievement.
Michelle Liu, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Mai Elizabeth Lewis, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Regan Elizabeth Lineberger, Scholar of Achievement.
Akul Vinny Lingampali.
Kennedy Deanna Lloyd, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Tori Christina Loop.
Bella Alexandra Lucido.
Atwell Catherine Lundquist, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Megan Vale McKenzie, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Layla Adele Mujid, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Yusuf Zachary Maktabi.
Adam Mansour.
Madison Rose Martirosian, Scholar of Achievement.
Ria Mandar Mafatia, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Brooke McKenna Martins, Scholar of Distinction.
Luke Richard Martin, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Peter Joseph Masura, Scholar of Achievement.
Alexander Leonidas McCormick, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Jack Donald McCormick, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Margaret Mary McElroy, Scholar of Achievement.
Tara Lynn Magruder, Scholar of Distinction.
Ethan Thomas McKenna, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Owen Thomas McKenna, Scholar of Achievement.
Rachel Charlene McPherson.
Evan James McQueen.
Nicola Florentine Meyer, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
McCann Moon, Scholar of Distinction.
Andreas Eduardo Mora Aeda.
Taylor Rose Morlock.
Savannah Lily Moriso, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Michael Jared Moss.
Charlotte Reese Mulroy, Scholar of Achievement.
Syed Heather Huzan Musvi, Scholar of Distinction.
Uber Nadim, Scholar of Distinction.
Joseph Cooper Nahas.
Leela Nakamura.
I can't do it.
Zina Itamad Nasiri, Scholar of Distinction.
Govind Na Ra Yanin, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Sonia Nigam, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Joseph Paul Nolan, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Aubin Foster Nugent, Scholar of Achievement.
Zachary Max Obadier.
Marin Catherine Offer, Scholar of Distinction.
Santino Rosaria Orsini.
Carly Marie Ortwine, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Caitlin Renee Oviat, Scholar of Distinction.
Christian Brian Paletti.
Dylan Jignesh Patel, Scholar of Achievement.
Milan Vimlesh Patel.
Rachel Michelle Patty, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Avery Reagan Peterman.
Lauren Emily Petersmark, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
William Robert Postma, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Juliana Lourdes Mayoris Pastrado.
Marcus James Patel, Scholar of Achievement.
Maximilian Pierce Patel, Scholar of Achievement.
Price. James Caleb Price, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Zaina Harim Kadri, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Lucille Diane Radabaugh, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Gargi Nalish Ramaker, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Navia Raj.
Olivia Marie Riss, Scholar of Achievement.
Nathan Douglas Rill, Scholar of Achievement.
Alexandra Marie Ritchie, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Cameron James Rittner.
Aliana Claire Robles, Scholar of Distinction.
Evan James Rossio, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Caden Anthony Ramaya.
Matthew Dennis Ryba.
Emily Ann Sari, Scholar of Achievement.
Megan Rose Sabansky, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Matthew Robert Santangelo.
Brendan Thomas Santo.
Gregory Allen Saunders.
Caroline Marie Schultz, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Laura Marie Sebastian, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
McKenna Grace Schultz, Scholar of Distinction.
Eliza Grace Seibert, Scholar of Achievement.
Lauren Ashley Selman, Scholar of Distinction.
Rashid Mohammed Malik Shabazz, Jr.
Ready? Selena Marie Shango, Scholar of Achievement.
Nida Mariam Sharif.
Ria Sharma, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Danielle Elizabeth Shave, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Alan Stewart Shee, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Carrie Shee, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Big smile, Sophia. Sophia Bella Sills, Scholar of Distinction.
Jack August Simon, Scholar of Distinction.
Mackenzie Lynn Smith, Scholar of Achievement. Grace Nicole Snook.
Alex Kelly Snook, Scholar of Distinction.
Jack Joseph Stanley, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Eugene Son, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Alec Quinn Steimel, Scholar of Achievement.
Stephanie Megan Steen.
Romero. Leo Alejandro Ponce Romero.
Jack James Stepness.
Jakari Jeremiah Stevenson.
Katerina Ann Stice, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Leah Cleopatra Stone, Scholar of Achievement.
Ava Noel Stratton, Scholar of Achievement.
Aria Sanil, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Claire Ellen Sweetwood, Scholar of Highest Achievement.
Peter Thomas Shakta, Scholar of Achievement.
I got you. Snigna Tanetti, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Joaquin Cuauhtemoc Torres.
Christopher Joseph Tursky.
Lindsay Mae Thomas, Scholar of Distinction.
Nicholas Peter Traficante, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Rishi Nath Tripathi, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Colin Michael Troxel.
Britt Russell Truesdell, Scholar of Achievement.
Carissa D. Turner.
Justin Richard Tyak, Scholar of Distinction.
Connor Scott Ulfig, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Olivia Carmen Urbano, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Big smile, Tia. Big smile. Tia Angelina Valentino.
Graham Riley Van Hall.
Clayton Andrew Walk Van Opem, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Nicholas Jackson Walk Van Opem, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Jade Noel Vargo, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Dominic Vitae.
Dylan Paul Vavrick.
Ethan Robert Vavrick, Scholar of Achievement.
Parker David Vavrick, Scholar of Achievement.
Matav B. Vignash, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Anuj Anil Basavle.
Ryan Philip Vogel.
Evan Sander Vitruba.
Kevin Vu.
George Anton Vulai.
Noah Thomas Vibert.
You sure? Alexis Nicole Wallace, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Lindsay Ann Wilson, Scholar of Achievement.
I love you, Alexandra. Alexandra K. Wasaki.
Andrea Nicole Walk, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
All right, buddy. Luke Robert Wechter, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Justin Joseph Wagner, Scholar of Achievement.
Catherine Elizabeth Walsh.
Aaron Russell Wildrick.
Adriana Rose Wilhelm.
Ian Jennings Winarski, Scholar of Achievement.
James Stephen Wisbrun.
Bella Rose Wanboy, Scholar of Achievement.
Madison Blake Woosley.
Evelyn Grace Whitehouse.
Caroline Yeyoung Shu, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Grace Kaixing Yang, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Jun Yang.
Jong Min Austin Yoon, Scholar of Distinction.
Isabella Yoon, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Andrew Scott Young, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Joshua Yu Wu, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Shuin Yu, Scholar of Achievement.
Andrew Oscar Zelazny.
Anne Zhang, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Jessica Zhang, Scholar of Highest Distinction. What's up, buddy? Help me out.
Johnny Zong, Scholar of Achievement.
Andrew Renchron Zhao, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
Alan Tiang Zhu, Scholar of Highest Distinction.
I would now like to invite our senior class president, Megan Mills, to the stage.
Graduating class of 2021, please rise. I invite you now to move your tassels from right to left. You are officially now graduates of Rochester Adams High School. Congratulations, Highlanders.
Thank you, Megan. All right, I know it's hot out there and it's definitely hot up here, but as we bring this ceremony to a close in true Highlander fashion, it is now my honor to lead us in a tradition that this class of 2021 started 4 years ago as freshmen in singing our alma mater and fight song together. Before we start, I invite all of our guests here tonight to stand. Put your arms around each other if you feel comfortable doing so, and join us in singing. Please refer to the last page of your program for the lyrics, or take a look at the big screens on the left and right of stage. Okay, one more thing. Parents and guardians, please remain seated until all graduates process out so we can get out of the aisles and meet them in the parking lot where they will be to get their diplomas. Graduates, put your arms around each other one last time as Highlanders together, and let's do this and sing our alma mater and fight song.
guys.